welcome back to Living with a Classic, and we're on the road. We're headed for first vacation in a long time. We're going to a Jag Club summer meet, and we're in a really nice borrowed XF F-type that we borrowed. It's a 2021. It's the 4-cylinder convertible, and we're driving. It's about 3 hours from our house, but we're doing just a small road, so it should take 4 or 5 hours to get there. And it's currently nice and sunny and beautiful outside, so we're going to see what it's like to live with this F-type for the weekend. We've driven about 2 hours so far, and it's been very nice so far, but we haven't really got to know it yet. But so this will just be sort of the whole summer meet weekend. We're staying at a place called Stenungsund, north of Goththingberg, at a yacht club, so it should be very nice. And we have good friend Mats in the back with the Arden XJS. You've seen our channel a couple times, and my friend Lennart and Stefan are up front in his Daimler Super V8 that you saw in last year's video. So we're just going to enjoy the scenery here. We're right next to the coast. We can sometimes see the ocean to the left over here, and enjoy the F-type. We'll show you around a little bit later and see how the whole weekend goes. Couple hours into the trip, we took a not so planned detour through the center of Goththingberg, but that was fun. Maybe not as fun for our friend behind us in a warm XJS, but it was nice for us. Got to see a lot of things, and my wife, I learned you grew up around here, so you're seeing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Again, so it's a bit nostalgic. Now, I'm guessing we have an hour left, maybe, or less, half an hour. Something like that. But
45.
Yeah, it's been nice so far. We had maybe half an hour where it was or 20 minutes a little bit rainy, so we put the roof up. Otherwise, it's been roofed down the whole time, and I think we're both really enjoying the F-type. Actually, we haven't really had a chance to go anywhere fast or anything on these nice roads, but it's been a very comfortable, nice car. So we're continuing. Where are we? We're in Kungälv, so we're going to continue through here and then on our way to Stenungsund. Well, we are at the hotel. It's the, what is it? For me, it's the third evening here, but yesterday it's just quite busy on a Friday. I'm on the board, so I had some board meetings, and then there was a Concours d'Elegance, and I'm one of the judges. So that was quite busy, and just had a nice, it's also a vacation a little bit. Even though it's a work event, definitely being on the board, being here. My company sponsors, one of the sponsors of the event as well. So there's a lot going on, but you see lovely sort of concourse cars down here. But today we've had, it's called a rally. It's basically, it's a quiz on wheels, and it takes about 3 hours. You drive around, you get a map, some instructions, and then certain points, need to answer different questions and it was beautiful this year, absolutely gorgeous. We took the F-type, drove around, and had a really, really nice time. But it wasn't really like anything for filming, because you gotta concentrate. It is road instructions and 300 meters, take a right here, and then drive for another couple of kilometers. It's a lot. So, and also questions. So that was just a lot of fun. And now we're getting ready for sort of like a gala dinner, hence the jacket. And just thought I'd walk around the parking lot a bit, because it's difficult to film here because we are 300 enthusiasts from the Swedish Jaguar Club here, and I'm very thankful. A lot of them watch the channel, and a lot of people come up and talk to you. So, but now everyone's inside getting a welcome drink, and I just snuck outside to film here a little bit. I want to thank my good friend Matt, who we drove up with. I got to borrow his Arden XJS. We took it for a little spin earlier, my wife and I, and just, went away and did something else. It's nice to be alone for a little bit as well. But let me turn the camera around. I'll show you guys the parking lot here. We have a little E-type there. It's always amazing how small they are. And parked Matt's car over there. I believe there's an E-type in that trailer. We drove behind this one for a while today. Beautiful F-type. Otherwise, it's a real mixture of cars. I think we have something like 120 cars here. It's a lot of modern stuff this year. We sort of realized that people are leaving a lot of the old cars home, and then they bought something like an XKR or something, and then they have the XK150 at home. Lots of that seems to be going on. But a lot of these cars I know very well. Like this Daimler is really, really nice. I judged it in the concourse about 2 years ago. I see the parking lot continues down here. It is a very, very large spa hotel called Standing Spa and Yacht Club. So there is there's other guests here as well, but the majority of the parking is Jags. Here we have some of the Concours lineup. And I believe we had 200-point cars. I believe that F-type was one of them, and I believe that XK was one of them, the XK150. Other than that, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. I'll try and go down on the back later and film out by the water. So the ocean's on the other side. There's a big spa thing, and it's just, it's really beautiful up here. And there is the F-type park that we borrowed for the weekend. So we'll be taking that home tomorrow, and then we'll do a little bit of a review of it, which is sort of what this whole trip is about. Getting to know what it's like to live with one of these for a long weekend. Well, after it's all done, we put quite a lot of miles on it for a weekend, and we'll let you guys know. It is, like I said, it's a 4-cylinder turbo. And we've driven on really varied roads throughout the whole trip, so we'll do a little bit of that at the end. But now I'm gonna head inside, find my wife, grab a welcome drink, and I'll see you guys later. We had a nice evening with friends, good food and entertainment, and then we went for a midnight swim out in the ocean. Next day, the drive home was pretty uneventful and just raining, and not really much to report. We're all back home. Pretty intense rainstorm driving back yesterday. Lots of rain on the roads. Nothing really fun to film, but today I'm going to return the car, and we haven't really had a look inside it or anything. So I thought we'd do that now. I have the keys here. We'll just double click to unlock both sides. This is a 2021, which is a bit of a facelift here. I believe I said I'm no expert on these F-types at all. But like I said before, this is the 4-cylinder version with the Genium engine. I believe it makes 296 horsepower. It's turbocharged. And it's definitely been plenty fast while we've been driving. The fun thing is, it's got really good fuel economy, and I have not done any sort of eco driving or anything like that at all. It's about the same fuel economy as the XF. So that's really nice. Yeah, not much to see under here. It's a plastic cover and everything. But we have the engine in there. Thought I'd show you guys the instrumentation a little bit. can't remember if we showed back here, but like I said, it is a bit tight. I still have to grab my shoes and some drinks, empty out some things, but we still managed to get all our luggage in here. All that, well, I did a little bit of shopping up there, and that had to go in the front car on the way back. But inside, it has these sort of half leather seats, which are very, very comfortable, and everything you'd expect in a modern car. It's keyless start and everything, with the start stop button down there, and then you have these light up for AC and things, and heated screens and everything. Then we have different modes here: dynamic mode and the wet/snow mode. I used the dynamic mode quite a bit when it was dry out. When you put it into dynamic mode, you get the exhaust change as well, and other fun things, and that's where the top goes up and down, which was very, very fast and nice, maybe less than 30 seconds, and then you get a message on the screen when everything is good. But let me show you what it's like when you fire it up. There we go. And then you can hit the exhaust cutoff, and you see it's hard to tell, but it sounds a little bit more, especially when you're driving with the top down. And that's nice. And you can put it in dynamic, and that changes everything to red. And that was really sort of the way that we drove it. And you see now this AC and all that lines up. Multimedia and everything was really, really nice. There's some touches I found a little bit odd, such as the, established 1935 in Coventry. Feels a bit like a handbag, but overall, really, really fun driving experience. And I mean, we got very good fuel economy as well, which is cool when you have such a good looking car like this is, and you still, get good economy. Well, we're almost back and ready to return this F-type. It's been, actually, I thought about it, it's been quite a long drive actually. We've done about 700 kilometers and probably spent a total of 10-12 hours in this car. So I feel like I don't know it perfectly, but I know it pretty well, much more than a normal test drive, having a car for a whole weekend. It was a lot of fun to experience the Ingenium 4. I've been very curious about it. I've driven the V6s and I've driven the V8s, and I have to say it is much, much better than I thought it was, the 4-cylinder. With the dynamic mode and the exhaust cut and everything, the sound is really, really kind of fun. Like here, if I just put my foot down a little bit, that does sound really, really nice. However, like I said, most F-types, especially like a convertible, is a special occasion car. So I don't know, maybe you still sort of would want the V6 or V8. However, I have a couple of friends who have these in the coupe form as a daily driver, and I couldn't really think of a cooler daily driver. You still have like the beautiful look of the F-type, and then you have great economy, and I'm thinking it's probably the cheapest one to own and service, and it's plenty fast enough. You don't really need to be any faster at all. But I would like to say a huge thank you to Joe's Garage, where I borrowed the car from. It is currently for sale there. If you're in the area in Sweden looking for one, it is very, very nice, and there's really nothing, I can't really fault the car for anything. It's very comfortable. Infotainment and everything works perfectly, screens and everything. Roof comes up and down very quickly. You even can drive when you take the roof down below 50 kilometers an hour, and I tried that. It started raining. It was 47 kilometers an hour. Put the roof up, no problems at all. Really good on fuel, very comfortable. The first day we spent 6 or 7 hours in this car, and I didn't feel sore or anything, which is impressive for such a sporty car. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this little bit different Living with a Classic, and sometimes we do some modern things, and I think it really was time to have a facelift F-type on the channel. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Until next time, I'm Adam. This is Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.